Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about Huggingface because I just think that there's not many videos about it, or at least are not explained the way we'll have explained it. So I will describe Huggingface such as the equivalent of GitHub, but offering facilities to use artificial intelligence. So with free accounts, you can use GitHub or whatever other identifier. You will get an access to a profile such as this, and within this given profile, you can add new model, new dataset, new space, new collections. So in my case, what I tend to do is just to create a new space. So it will be like a hard drive in which you'll be able to put the script that you will run on Huggingface. So why bothering creating a new space? When you create a new space, you can add what we call the SDK, so to say technologies, in order to run already some chatbot technologies. So typically, if I go over here and I just call like test to delete, pick up Gradio, for example, which is the most popular, then I can pick up the chatbot system. And then you can select the type of computer that you would like to have. So that's very convenient for people like myself who have a computer which is 16 gigabyte and who have as well 2 or 4 CPU. But you don't want to use your laptop, you prefer to use the hardware of another structure, let's say, and you can in fact decide to pay Huggingface in order for them to, let's say, rent you virtually computers so that you can perform other models. So typically in the free plan you can use almost the equivalent of your laptop, which allow you to install lots of technologies on your laptop, but use the server of Huggingface instead. So then after you create your space, so you have in fact your app which gonna run over here. So app is nothing more than a computer program which will run for you, and then here you get your file. So in fact by default they give you a Python script which is running over here, and here it's telling you that the scripts run already and that you get the log. So the log is nothing more than the deployment of everything on the server of Huggingface. So I recap. By creating a workspace, you get kind of a hard drive with a specific computer assigned to it, and then you can deploy your code over here. So let's imagine, for example, that I would like this script to be, let's say, adapted. So I'm just gonna do something like this. And that I go on ChatGPT, for example, and I say, okay, from this script on Huggingface, I want you to turn it into an Hello World app. Okay, and I hope it's gonna make it fine. So most of the time when you ask to ChatGPT, you will see that it will ask you to create a requirement file over here. So the requirements file will be a file which will go and fetch the dependency for Python in order for the script to work. You will have to use a lot of time ChatGPT or other things along with the log. So you need, in order to debug, to at least that's my way to do it, to copy and paste this and to put it back over here and to see how it changed. So here I'm just going to copy the code, tac. So as you can see here, it's doing stuff, and normally it should be able to make it as an Hello World app. So I can edit it, and then I go back over here, I can paste it, and I push it. Okay, so as you will see now, it's building it, so it's taking into account the new script that I built. It's gonna report over here any log error if there are any, and then if it goes well, it's gonna be return running with a green status. If it's not working, it's gonna tell something like not working. So here inside it's running, so I can click here on the app and we will see if that's gonna work. Okay, I don't know what to do here, so oh, okay, so that's interesting. It's hello world chatbot. Okay, that's nice. So as you can see, how are you doing? I'm capable, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so here, as you can see, I already have my chatbot, which is running. So let's see a little bit more about what happened here. What does the script does? So it seems that it's using Huggingface, then it's creating a chat where you can ask things. Okay, so that's even faster than I would have imagined. Okay, great. Next big thing. So in Huggingface, you can as well create some data sets. So in my case, I went and I created my data set, which is over here. So it's nothing more than a CSV file that I added. So I just went over here and just say new data set. Then I give a name to my data set. Name to delete, create the data set. And then in order to create the data set, so here this is the README file, I just add a new file, I just upload a file, it was a CSV. So once your data set is imported, it will look like something like this. Data sample. Okay, dictionary query API files. Hold on. So data set is here. So this is my data set. So as you can see, you get the, in my case, my CSV, I got the term as the name of the column, definition as the name of the second column, and then I paste the data over here. And what I ask to Huggingface is like, okay, now I need to have another workspace, and in this given workspace, so I asked to ChatGPT to create me a Python script in order to discuss with the file that I imported in order to be able to query it. So as a result, it's going to give me the following app in which I can ask questions, such as, I don't know, ID visits, and then I submit. And then it's going to query my given data set in order to give me the definition. So here, what is an ID visit? Normally, it's supposed to give me the answer. Then, of course, it's kind of not perfect because how can I get the total count of visits in Matomo? Here, I guess it's going to tell me, okay, it's going to tell me from the knowledge base about the different terms which are corresponding to the request that I'm making here. And as you can see, it's not what I expect. What I would have expected is like, definitely it would have taken a model, chatbot model, in order to turn this into something understanding so it can pick up the right term within the dictionary and tell me what is the calculation. So in my case, I wish it could have understood that I wanted to take the visit ID and then make mathematics around it. But I'm not here here yet. I definitely need to understand more about how to create the right script so that it can query properly the data set and that it can turn me a result. That's what I wanted to show you to get quickly started with Huggingface. So you just need to create an account. It's kind of straightforward. Then you get a workspace. In the workspace, you can put your files. Within your files, they get associated to something which is a chatbot, and then you can already start to play with it.